Has a simple question ever changed the way you think? That happened to me recently. I was doing my maths homework, like the good student I am, when my dad walked in and asked, "Why are you using a calculator?" I laughed to myself. To me, using one mastering my trigonometry homework felt completely normal. But I could see his expression of surprise. After all, when he was in school 25 years ago, calculators were banned. Teachers thought they stopped students from thinking critically. But over time, people began to realize something vital. Calculators don't replace our thinking, they support it. That's the part that really stuck with me. What was once seen as a problem has now become a tool for progress. And maybe, just maybe, that's the lesson. It's not about fearing change, but about learning to grow with it. I believe AI is at the same turning point today. When I Google AI in schools, I see results about the pros and cons of using AI, such as critical thinking development. But I also see the negatives, including academic integrity and bias. But when I say AI in a school environment, I think people often imagine something completely different. I think many teachers fear that students will stop thinking for themselves, whereas parents worry it will affect their child's learning. And students, well, some of us see it as a shortcut, a way to escape the hard work, whereas I see it as an extremely effective productivity tool, and one that can help students learn in new ways. But here's the thing, AI isn't the issue, it's the way schools respond to it. Some schools ignore it, others limit it, and unfortunately for students like myself, few truly teach it. The reality is that students are already using AI. That's sort of a debate. Some copy assignments word for word, some use for quick translations, and others avoid entirely because they've been told it's dangerous, of how can deprive students of their critical thinking abilities. But here's a real issue. Without proper guidance, students don't learn how to use AI productively. They only learn how to misuse it. And banning AI doesn't solve this problem, it just drives it underground. As I said earlier, calculators were once banned because they were seen as hindering critical thinking and stopping the development of mathematical skills. It was also thought that using calculators in mathematics was cheating. But now, calculators are essential in any schooling environment. They enhance learning by handling tedious calculations, freeing students to focus on higher order thinking, such as problem solving and abstract understanding. AI is simply the next step into that category. It's not a threat, it's a tool that can transform learning if we let it. And this is where the biggest fear comes in. Is it simply the fear of the unknown? Is it a fear of technology? Is it a fear of change? Teachers worry that students use AI to cheat. And let's be honest, teachers are right. Some students do use AI to generate full essays, to complete assignments they didn't write, to get the answers without understanding the process. That fear is absolutely valid. But here's the but. AI didn't invent cheating. Cheating existed long before AI. Students plagiarized from books, copy from each other. They downloaded essays online. AI didn't invent the problem, it just made it more prominent. I conducted a survey on Saltwater PD9 teachers and staff to explore their perspectives on AI. Much to my surprise, I found that while most teachers at this school use AI, many haven't taken advantage of the range of tools currently available. Many tend to rely on ChatGPT and Copilot, a generative AI tool, without exploring other platforms like Perplexity or Elicit, focused on giving guided research from trustworthy sources. Many use AI to generate worksheets, create lesson plans, explain concepts, and grade student work, which to me seems like the more limited side of AI's potential. My suspicion was confirmed when majority of teachers confirmed their main concern was that students would lose critical thinking abilities, a worry reminiscent of when calculators were first introduced into the classroom. Perhaps AI is simply becoming the next calculator of education. If schools taught students how to use AI thoughtfully, it could boost critical thinking, personalize learning, and transform education into a space where students think more, not less. This would require new lessons in AI education, but also in AI ethics. Students wouldn't just practice math or English, they would practice responsibility. They would be shown very directly that why, yes, you can use AI to write your essays. You walk away with nothing gained. But if you use it to test yourself, to fill in your weak spots, you walk away stronger. I've experienced this shift myself, and it really stands out. I didn't use AI to write my essays. I used it to quiz me, to test me, to explain concepts in ways my teachers didn't. It highlighted the gaps in my knowledge and showed me what I needed to work on. And I want to address anyone who thinks studying has to be boring. This makes learning feel alive. I could repeat the process over and over, asking questions and getting answers until it all clicked. Emotion ran through it too. Suddenly, studying didn't feel like memorizing pages of notes. It felt like dialogue, like a conversation, like my own private teacher was on the other side of the screen, guiding me. My results in tests increased. Days before the test, I'd ask AI to generate quizzes for me. But what mattered more was my confidence. I went into tests knowing I'd been prepared in ways that challenged me, not sheltered me. Because that's what happens when AI is used well. It makes learning more personal, not less. It makes learning more personal, not less. And in my future, classrooms could be transformed into fully personalized learning spaces where each student's lessons adapt to their real-time strengths, weaknesses, and interests. Struggling with a concept? AI could generate extra worksheets, interactive simulations, and step-by-step explanations until it all clicks. Already ahead, AI could challenge you with more complex problems that spark curiosity. Imagine science labs running safe, advanced experiments with the help of simulations. Imagine a history class where students could go back in time, simulating past historical events in ways that no textbook ever could. Or an English session where AI acts as your own personal writing coach, refining style, tone, and clarity. Teachers will shift from delivering content to mentoring and inspiring, focusing on creativity, discussion, and critical thinking. In this future, AI wouldn't replace teachers or students. It would amplify learning, turning classes into spaces where curiosity, adaptability, and lifelong skills thrive. Preparing students not just for exams, but for the rapidly changing world ahead. And this isn't just a dream, it's a reality. At Dave Game College in London, students are already learning this way. This brewing program, launched in 2024, allows students to work at their own pace on AI-driven platforms with mentors giving them guidance when they get stuck. Classes are small. Teachers act as mentors, and their one-year program costing roughly $50,000. Daily lessons cover core subjects, but it's not just about math or English. Students also work on entrepreneuring, financial literacy, creativity, and life skills. With AI doing the fun, personalized learning, and mentors giving guidance when you get stuck, this school shows how learning can be fun, interesting, and made just for you. Because in the end, AI isn't going anywhere. The question isn't whether or not students will use it. It's whether they'll know how to use it well. We can choose to let fear guide us, or we can choose to turn that fear into an opportunity for growth. I've chosen AI to build my learning, to let it challenge me, guide me, and make my learning more personal. And now it's time for every school to teach every student how to do the same. And the message I want to leave you with is, it's not about fearing change, but about learning to grow with it. Thank you.